Hey folks, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So a few events transpired last night, and if you don't know this by now, then you're gonna know now. So Vegas has put in his own Lunc community that thank you, was a very stressful 8 months after delivery of the wallet. I'm out of this toxic environment. I'm sad that some of you are amazing. I really enjoy your words, but some people don't deserve my time. I will focus on my family. If you have funds with Vegas Validator, redelegate, please. And the reason why I think this is so important for the community to absorb this right now is one, he does have a considerable amount of delegates with him, and it's very important. If you do, then you do need to redelegate as soon as possible, just in case for whatever reason he decides just to shut the node down. It does go into a slashing event. So do be careful with that. Understand what slashing is. And, this is really just supporting the right people. And, some things just growing so big so quickly that there's just so many people involved. And everything, it just became about money. And it's really sad to see that, because they could have got funding from the very beginning, and instead what we saw was kind of what I discussed in the podcast episode with Zardar, is the fact that there was never just the Terra Rebels node. There was Terra Vita, Vegas Validator, and there was a couple more as well. And there never was just kind of this under one banner, let's get a node up and running, let's get the community to delegate as much as they feel is necessary to us, and we can start funding ourselves in that way. And you just never kind of saw this formation or getting really into the flow of things, but more just focused on this Discord group and talking to people and reassuring people all the time and not really doing anything. So the wallet really wasn't needed, and it wasn't essential at the time, and the funds haven't even gone to the wallet anyway. So there's so many kind of things that, for me, they don't raise alerts in my head, because I left Terra Rebels because the heading of direction was terrible. There was tyrants that were telling certain people what to do, and the whole movement behind it was just terrible. The reason why I left Terra Rebels was because of a certain person, as you know. This person then went on to make more people leave, and that was swept under the rug. And it just seems they kept sweeping things under the rug. No, it's fine. We can lose these good people because we're Terra Rebels. And I think this is a time where the community needs to really start to understand that we're a considerable amount of time into this. And, there's been a lot of people that have just done nothing but sit, talk, hold Twitter spaces. And there's so many people coming out of the woodwork now acting like, oh yeah, we're here for this. But it wasn't so long ago they were tearing people apart in the community that were, real honest people that have then gone on to leave the space. So I hope people start to understand that we need to support the people that are building, the ones that are really crunching down on issues in the community. And even with people not being part of TR, there's been so many different people that have provided solutions. I mean, the IBCs themselves are provided majority by an external factor, and there's so many more people to get involved with this. So as far as I'm aware, there's going to be a team put together. Tobias, Ed, Jared, I was going to say Jagmont. I get so confused between the two. So it's Jared. There's going to be Gadakin, which is Jacob, and a couple more junior devs as well. And having such a small team allows for better focus. I mean, Discord's just not the place for organizing things. Most people in that kind of situation, they'll use something like Trello. Trello is very, very good, and it's something utilized across the board. I've utilized it many times when I've gone through game development stages with friends. It's really easy to set tasks and have people come on and clear the tasks. And there was always these issues of backlogs, but hopefully now we're going to move forward in the right direction. And what I don't want is to see people start freaking out because Vegas is leaving this space and shutting down his node. It's no biggie. If he wants to go focus on his family, that's totally down to him. just hopefully gives his delegates due time and his community due time to process that information and make those redelegations, because some people might be locked into a 21 day wait where they just redelegated to his node. So I have no doubt we'll be following all the correct things. And if you've got any questions, do head over to his Telegram. I'm pretty sure his admins or his skeleton crew or whatever will be advising people. But just support the right people. It's so important for our future as a community, as the whole broader perspective of the community. It's just so important now, because like I keep saying, we're going to end up we're in a war of attrition right now, and everything comes out in the wash eventually. So if you're telling fibs, if you're just talking all the time, eventually it catches up with you. If you're not burning, you'll say you're going to burn it. It catches up with you. No one can avoid it forever. No one can run away from it indefinitely. And everything comes out in the wash. And one thing I like to always pride ourselves on here in the HCC factory is how much we've produced. Like Lunc Penguin started as such a simple idea. It's everybody uses Lunc Penguins. There's no argument there to say that Lunc Penguins has not been instrumental in the community, because it has, and it plays a day-by-day role for so many people. We then went on to make the Lunc Blaze portal, and we created an auto compounding module, but not just for ourselves. We created it so it would be so easy for everybody to use that if every validator gets on board, it actually makes it easier for everybody to actually spread their delegations about, because every one of the validators will be using the same module, and our module doesn't require mnemonics, so it's really low risk. You don't need to send your passwords or anything over to us. It's just as simple as you sending a transaction. You approve it yourself, and these are the kind of things we need. We need to build for what problems we have. We do need to build solutions, and that's how we move forward, because eventually we'll run out of problems to solve, and we can look to creating new things and branching out and stepping. So with the IBCs being reopened and everything like that, there's a whole new world opened up to us, and it's annoying that this has all happened at this time, but at the same time we have to shake out the rust. We have to go through stages like this where it's just, this isn't working out for certain people, and they're going to move on to other things. It's not the end of the world. But the one thing I want to say to people is I'm not going anywhere. Even when I broke my back in hospital, my main concern was this community. In fact, at that time, Metagloria were in a dire position as to which they just needed so much help. And we provided that even when I was in a bad state. And even now, I'm still healing my broken back, but we're still pushing. And this is, I think, the reason we have the energy to keep pushing is because we know that people really like the projects we're building. I mean, people went crazy for Lunc Penguins NFT, and I can honestly say we're paying out the highest NFT staking rewards on Terra Classic currently. No one is paying out better rewards than us, and our rewards are always growing. They're always getting better. So people always are trying to get one of our penguins, and they're not sold for low prices. So this is really good, because it then went on to other NFT projects following that same route. So we've left a guideline in a sense for other projects to go, well, we could actually do what Happy Catty Crypto did and provide a use case there. And we're also working with Exodus. I've secured what is called Penguin Island, which is going to be a play to earn island for all who hold a penguin, a Lunc Penguins NFT. So it's all about just keep moving forward and keep building cool stuff for the community, because we understand here at the HCC factory our position. We don't seek a position of power. I don't seek to be on a board. I don't want to be in control of all of these different aspects like so many different people do. I just want to build cool stuff. I just want to help the community. I want to burn coins. I want to find out more ingenious way to burn coins and just keep moving forward. Folks, have a really nice Friday morning, wherever you are, rolling on to Christmas weekend. Christmas this Sunday for some people, for certain people it's on Saturday. But anyway, have a really nice Christmas. I will be doing updates over Christmas. I don't celebrate it myself, and my family's not in country, so I'll be here with you folks, keeping you up to date and making sure you have a jolly one. Catch you in the next one, folks. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. And yeah,